What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? And I'm back here today talking about a video on the second channel that if you would have told me I would have been making this video a year ago, I would have thought you were crazy. So, yeah, Antonio Brown has signed a 1-year, $15 million deal with the New England Patriots. I want to talk about all this because I am a Steelers fan. You guys know I'm a pretty big Steelers fan. Antonio Brown, ready? My freshman and sophomore year, I had a big tapestry. If you want to watch any of my videos from last year, on my main channel, he was in the background. I had him on my wall. I had 2 jerseys of him, home and away jersey. I think I had 4 or 5 t-shirts. I had a phone case, and he was arguably my favorite player of all time, up there with Hines Ward and Ryan Clark, if you know who those guys are. And end of the year, he doesn't play week 17. There was something wrong. And obviously, he's had problems in the past, but they weren't huge. Like, obviously, there was stuff where him and Ben wouldn't get along on the sidelines. He would throw a water cooler and stuff like that, but nobody really looked into it because he was the best receiver in the NFL, and it was connecting. Him and Ben Roethlisberger were just amazing together as a duo, arguably one of the best duos in the NFL for the last decade for quarterback and receiver-wise. And he just, I don't know, he went off the end. But obviously, as a Steelers fan, I kind of knew there was something always off about Antonio Brown because, I mean, he just really didn't understand, like, English. If you ever heard him talk, he just really never pronounced his words properly or just had really complete sentences that made any sense. But maybe that's just his lingo or his slang that I'm not going to really, like, talk about that too much. But you could see he kind of just didn't get, like, I guess what was going on a lot. He was just a fantastic football player. I'm not going to knock that. He's literally one of the best receivers we'll ever see. Probably a top 10 receiver of all time by the time he retires. But yeah, he starts throwing everybody under the bus on social media, and once he did that, the Steelers are a pretty clean-cut organization. Obviously, people want to bring up the allegations of Ben Roethlisberger, but that was so long ago, and that was never confirmed at all. I'm not even going to go into that. But usually, they don't keep any players that have any, like, legal issues or stuff like that. Obviously, Le'Veon Bell with the weed, they kept him. I'm trying to think anything. There's probably something I'm going to miss off the top of my head. But yeah, like, usually if there's a free agent out there that has, like, I don't know, legal troubles in the past, they usually don't target those guys or in the draft as well. They're usually like a clean-cut organization for the most part. Not every team is perfect, and they don't really handle for that stuff. So once that happened on social media, pretty much every Steelers fan knew it was like, wow, that's it. Like, no way Rooney's, no way Colbert, no way Tomlin's going to want to deal with this anymore. And yeah, they ended up trading him to Buffalo. I don't know whatever the return was supposed to be on that. Someone said it was like a first-round pick. I don't know. But yeah, then that pulled back as AB didn't want to be a Bill. So he's already literally destroyed his trade value in itself. He was making so much money. The Steelers, I think, are paying him like $12 or $21 million this year in dead money, of course. And then they ended up trading him to Oakland for a 3rd and a 5th. Bashes the Steelers. Still bashed like Ben Roethlisberger to this day, even though Ben's moved on. And people want to say Ben brought him up in an interview. The interviewer literally asked him about Antonio Brown. He was gonna answer it. But yeah, that was all over Ben criticizing him on a play against the Broncos, which they lost on the final play. Ben, they were picking the red zone, which was Ben's fault. I don't think it was AB's fault. And Ben said he knew he was wrong by criticizing AB, which he was, because that was 100% Ben's fault. And AB, I guess, just didn't take that. Obviously, people want to say that he didn't treat, or he didn't like the success of Juju. He didn't like the spotlight getting taken away from him. And yeah, so he gets traded. He still sends subtle messages. He was talking crap about Juju on Twitter. That was the whole keep your emotions off the internet thing. And then training camp starts to roll around, right? And AB has these blisters on his feet, and he's not playing. It's all right. It's like, whatever. He's got a dumb injury. He's kind of being weird about it too. But it'll pass, right? It'll pass. And then the helmet thing. Like, see, this is what I mean where he just doesn't get it. Like, the helmet thing was just so unnecessary that it didn't need to cause that much talk at all. It was a freaking helmet. He could have dealt with that behind the scenes like a 31-year-old, not like a 12-year-old. He finally got his Zenith, whatever it's pronounced. And then they fined him for not going to practice, which they should. No player is above the team in any sport, in any age group, in any department, or even work point. Like, no person is above the team, usually. But people, well, I guess that's not hypocritical because, I mean, the Steelers weren't going to play Le'Veon Bell because they had James Conner, and they weren't going to pay a running back $16 million, who has legal problems and injury problems in the past. And AB, they were paying him money, so they chose Ben, obviously. He was the more logical suit there. So they kept Ben, obviously, so that really isn't hypocritical of me to say. But yeah, so they find him, which they should, and I think everyone can agree with that. And then he posted that on Twitter or Instagram or something, which you don't do because that is pretty confidential stuff that stays within the team. So he posted that. They got mad at him. He didn't come to practice. They said they were going to suspend him, not play week 1. That happened. Then apparently all the rumors came out that he said, like, or Antonio Brown tried using, like, obviously the cracker comment, which that isn't like a bad, like, I don't think anyone will get offended by you calling him that. It's just the fact that he brought, like, I guess a racial intent, but I don't know if that was ever confirmed. Like, that was a tweet, like, I think Josina Anderson put out, but I think he shot it down later. I don't know, so I'm not going to go into that, because I don't know how true that was. And then he did that, and then apparently if he didn't play, he was going to lose like the $30 million in guaranteed money or the $20 million in guaranteed money. So he comes in, apologized, all good. Gruden says he's playing week 1. There we go. And then AB posts this thing on his YouTube channel, which I don't know if this guy is just like an attention whore or he just like needs to be in the spotlight. But like he was going to play week 1. It was going to go blow over. Obviously once week 1 started, people were just going to forget it. If he plays well, people were going to forget everything that happened. And that happened. And then the Raiders obviously weren't happy. I think it came out that, I don't know really what happened between last night and this morning, but I think it came out they weren't happy with that, obviously, but apparently Gruden didn't mind that. So that's whatever. And then he posted the Insta saying he can't be him, and he wants the Raiders to release him, which, like, he couldn't go one day without being unnecessarily dramatic. So that happens. The Raiders release him. So they just traded a 3rd and 5th round pick for Antonio Brown to get a head case all summer just to release him. And if you didn't know, the Raiders also traded a 3rd round pick back from Martavis Bryant a couple years ago from the Steelers, and he never panned out for them because I think he got suspended again for smoking weed or something like that. So yeah, the Raiders, I mean, I'm glad they released him. They should have. They shouldn't have traded for him in the first place. But actually, no, getting a 3rd and 5th for AB, the best receiver in the league at the time, everyone would do that. But the thing, they gave him a new contract, which was, I don't know how much. Actually, I don't know if they're going to be paying him at all. But then here gets to what happened right after he gets released a couple hours later. He signs with the New England Patriots. And if you guys know the Steelers, for pretty much the last, I would say, the last Steelers Super Bowl was 2011 they went to. I would say for the last 7 years, Tom Brady has pretty much owned the Steelers. The Steelers have a couple big wins, like they won last year. They could have won that Jesse James game. But the only Steelers AFC Championship before or past that 2011 Super Bowl, they got killed by the Patriots. So the Patriots have been always the number 1 in the AFC, and the Steelers have pretty much been 2 in the AFC for the last 15 years. So that's obviously what's been happening. Or you want to say the Broncos with Manning were obviously up there too. But yeah, he signs with the Patriots on a 1-year deal, $9 million signing bonus, $15 million, I guess if he finishes the season, if he doesn't get released. But yeah, of course he just signs with the freaking Patriots. It's very annoying to see him and Tom Brady. And if he coexists, and if he doesn't have any baby issue or like just drama there, just of course, that's the only thing you could say. Bill Belichick, I don't honestly know who their GM is, and I feel like that's disrespectful not to know the GM. But yeah, until Brady retires, like, it's just, they're good. I honestly don't know. Obviously, every year, Brady's, 41, 42, 40. Like, maybe he will slow down, but probably not. Now he has AB, Edelman, and Gordon all healthy to throw to. Imagine they had Gronk still, and they still have James White back there. If you're wondering who I'm rocking, it's Shazier. Funny thing, I actually got this jersey the day before he got hurt, so that was pretty, I guess, ironic. I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of AB in the comments below. Are you on Team AB? I don't know if many of you would be. I feel like most people aren't. Are you just like, obviously Pats fans are probably, cool, let's do this. I didn't even know they had $15 million to spend right now. But hey, it's a low risk, high reward scenario. What's thing they do is cut them, and then it's the Pats way. They're still going to make the playoffs, still going to be in the Super Bowl conversation. Probably will go to the Super Bowl, and probably win it again. But yeah, that is going to be for me. Let me know what you guys think of the whole AB drama in the comments section below. I want to drop another Madden rebuild soon. I might do my Steelers. I think I want to do next. So be on the lookout for that, because you guys seem to be enjoying the Madden rebuilds a lot. So I want to do that. And then you guys should get Pelicans episode 2 out tomorrow on Sunday. Yeah, so that should be the thing. So yeah, like I said, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know what you guys thought of the whole AB thing in the comments below. And do you think he'll last with the Patriots, or do you think he'll just get cut or released before the season ends? So yeah, love you guys. See you guys next video.